What's up everybody, Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey, and in this video I've got a quick drill, but this is a really good one. It's called the one-on-one Swedish Overspeed drill, and it's from the Scott Fukami drill collections available at drilldraw.com. You do have to have DrillDraw in order to be able to import this into your system, but I figured I'd show you this drill. Fantastic drill, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So here's what we got for the setup. We've got forwards at each blue line with pucks, and then we've got defensemen diagonally across from each other and from the forwards. So a set of defensemen in each corner. And to start the drill, the forward is going to fire a hard pass down into the corner. The defenseman is going to basically do like a touch pass, area pass. So he's basically just going to redirect out kind of in this general area here. And what the forward is going to do is after he or she makes the pass, he's going to swing down and present himself as a passing option, pick up that puck. Okay, so it'll look something like this. And I'm actually going to adjust what this actually looks like a little bit. Okay, so that's kind of the angle that the forward is going to be taking. After the forward picks up the puck, he or she is going to swing out around the cone, get that speed up, right? And then we're attacking full speed. It's going to be a one-on-one. Now, just a quick side note, I put these cones here. It's like a point of reference, but you may or may not actually use these in the drill. If they start getting in the way, especially if you're working with older players who you can tell them, hey, I want you out around the edge of the circle. Don't cut inside. Older players usually have the discipline to do it. Younger players may or may not. So you can get rid of these cones if you don't like them there, and if they're getting in the way of the drill. But they're here for our reference. So the forward is going to come up and around and then attack. And this is going to be a one-on-one. So here's what's going to happen. After the defenseman makes the pass, he or she needs to get on the horse and get out there. Okay. So what we're going to do is come out, close the gap, and then you're going to be backing up one-on-one. Okay. So it'll look something like this. So get that pivot just inside this far cone, and then stay with that forward. I like to say the defenseman should manage the gap so that there's about 2 stick lengths between the defenseman and the forward as they're crossing the blue line. And the defenseman at that point should be going the same speed as the forward. So close enough to poke check. Basically 2 stick lengths is close enough that your stick can touch the blade of the forward stick. So close enough to poke check and then managing that gap. This video is not about how to play a one-on-one. But I figured I'd throw that in there. So yeah, so that's kind of what the drill looks like. Same thing's going to be happening on the other side. I'll draw it up really quick just so that we can see what the full thing looks like in action. And I'll draw it with blue so that we don't get too confused on the lines. So the first pass comes in, a little touch pass back to the middle, forward swinging deep. Okay, forward swings deep, picks up the pass right here, and remember it's an area pass. So we want to make sure that we're presenting ourselves full speed, coming in, pick up that area pass, and then afterwards the forward is going to be swinging out top. Okay, so same thing, out and around that far cone and attacking one-on-one. Okay, now after that pass is made, the defenseman has got to book it and gets out there, pivots. Let's see if I can draw this well. Pivots and then is backing up, playing that one-on-one. Now that's the drill. So the drill itself is pretty simple. But what I like about this is there's a lot of skating involved. So a lot of skating for the forwards. Forwards got to get up, get going, get out there and then attack with speed. But even more importantly is the skating involved for the defenseman. Coming out from the corner, closing that gap out at the far blue line, and then backing up. And timing your skating. So right away, it's going to be very obvious if there's any weaknesses as far as your defenseman's skating abilities goes. So you'll be able to see it. Are they getting out there properly? They're pivoting well. Are they able to manage the gap? If not, then you're going to see weird things start to happen. You're going to see forwards just blowing past the defenseman. Like if your defenseman, maybe they're fast skating forwards, but they come out and their pivots are weak. If their pivots are weak, you're going to see your forwards just blowing past the defenseman shortly after the pivot. And then usually what starts happening is after a defenseman has that happen, then they start cheating, so they don't cut it quite as tight, so maybe they're coming out, so now the gap is too loose, and so you're going to see forwards, a smart forward will be able to monkey with that, messing with a loose gap defenseman. So then the defenseman's trying to slow down instead of maintaining the speed, the same speed as the forward, so they're trying to slow down, and then the forward can either cut inside if it's loose, or if they're slowing down with the forward speeding up, then the forward can again catch them and go wide. So you'll start seeing issues with, with your gap if your defensemen are incapable of skating these maneuvers. So if you see that, then that's a key for you to, back it up a little bit and work on some more skating drills and skating technique with your defensemen. So that's it, the one-on-one Swedish Overspeed. And if everybody's functioning on all cylinders, it's a great full-speed drill. But if there's weaknesses, you'll see them right away, and then that will give you a key on a few things that you might need to work on with your team. So that's it. You can pick up this drill if you want to take a look at the PDF printout or drill draw or hockey share files of this drill. You can pick that up at weisstechhockey.com, and I'll also put a link straight to it in the description of this video so you can check it out there. And that's it. So we'll talk again soon, and enjoy this one in your practice.